You again. You son of a... Jelly busting just don't go around here. Hey guys, I'm Jerry Miculek and welcome back to our continuing Gun Myth series. Ever since I was a little kid, Saturday mornings we'd watch all the Western movies. As a shooter, even back then with my BB gun, I was always intrigued about these guys saving the moment. The good guy would come to the rescue of maybe his partner or someone in stress hanging from a rope. So usually they shot from horseback, they shot from distance. But this is reality TV and I know who I am and I know my shooting ability, so we're gonna get kind of close. What we're trying to simulate here is the actual calibers that were available back in the West. And we actually got a 3/4 inch sisal rope, which is correct for the period. And just looking at the strength of the rope, it's actually kind of a weak rope. It's fiber, I don't know exactly what fiber it's made of, but you can tell by the strands it's not necessarily all that strong. So what we did, we added about 200 pounds of static weight. So when we engage the rope, it would be pretty much at the moment of tension there. That's where the hero saved the moment, guys. The guy's falling from the gallows, you make the shot, everybody's happy, the hero gets a big round of applause. So, with that in mind, we've got our guy set up downrange, we've got our 200-pound weight, we've got our sisal rope, and I've got a correct revolver for the period. It's a Colt single action 45. It's a pretty famous gun. I'll show you a little bit about that later. So we're going to do some shooting with it. And as you can see, I'm kind of dressed for the part. You got to get Western to do a Western movie. So we're going to commence and we're going to go hot, guys. Here we go. Wow. As you can see, guys, I didn't save the good guy. That just goes to show you one center hit with the 45 long Colt. The rope is still there. It's correct for the period. The firearm is. So we're going to find something that we can pop this rope in one lick. Be right back. Okay, guys, as you saw, the long Colt was a failure with one hit. But I've got another firearm here. Pretty famous 74 Shiloh Sharps 45-70. This is also correct for the period. It's a 500 grain round nose. It's a smokeless load, but it's going to actually duplicate the velocity of a black powder load. So it's doing about 1,300 out of a barrel like this. Clint Eastwood used one like this to save the moment. So what I'm going to do, because I didn't save the moment previous, we're going to shoot that rope again. I'm going to go up about 2 inches from that previous hit, and I'm going to try to break it with this 45-70 round. I think he did it off a horseback, but apparently I'm not the man he is. So. Let's see if we can break this thing in one shot with a 45-70. All right, wish I had a horse. Here we go. So, 500 grains does make a big difference. That just goes to show you guys, a handgun is kind of weak material when it comes to cutting rope. That Sharps though, with that 500 grain bullet, doing about 1,300 feet a second. One thing about that much lead, when you get it going in one direction, it wants to keep going. So that little bit of rope there didn't deflect it at all. So let's take a look at actually what it did. So we've got the, it actually punched through just about dead center. So that's pretty interesting. Was able to fray that rope. This sisal rope is not actually all that strong. If you got individual strands, it's pretty easy to break. So it looks like when you got 200 pounds of weight in it and you get it fracturing, it wants to continue. So it cut it pretty good. So maybe we did save the day. We just had to have enough horsepower. But I wasn't on horseback, and what can I say? I was 10 feet away. Got the job done. Hey guys, I'm gonna be a little Western here. Got my stogie going. I'm gonna go a little Clint Eastwood. I'm gonna get one up on old Clint there. I got more horsepower than Clint ever had. So, what you want to realize around here? There's some sayings like a, hey, hold my cigar and watch this. So, watch this. So, what do you think? Is this period correct? I don't really care, but we're gonna cut that rope and see if we can do it with the 50 BMG, guys. You ready to go? Let's make it happen. Oh! Wow. We like to got him there. Might have been a little bit left. I'm clear. Let's go take a look. Okay, guys, I was a little bit on the left side. What's interesting, they had cut enough of the rope, and the rest of the rope stretched, and the counterweight actually hit on the wood. So it failed because the counterweight was touching the wood. So you can see it's moving the platform. If I'd have had a little bit higher, probably the weight would have finished the shot and made it happen. But just going to show you guys, you have to be perfectly centered, even with a caliber like the 50 BMG, to make this work. Blondie would, I think he'd still be proud. So what do you think, guys? I shot at all my old Western movie myths when I was a kid, watching these guys shoot these ropes off a horseback at 100 yards. It just don't happen. The single action we shot was a 45 Colt. I had a wide cutter bullet, hit the rope center. That sisal rope, 3/4 inch diameter, didn't really care, so that failed. The Sharps was a 45-70. I actually center punched that one dead in the middle, and that actually cut it with a 200-pound weight on it. So even the 50 Barrett, I shot it with the 50. I happened to be a little bit off to the left, it looked like. It didn't cut the rope completely. I think the weight bottomed out. Anyway, that sisal rope is pretty tough. So just give you an idea of what's possible and what's not possible. So anyway, I'd like to invite you guys to subscribe to Miculek.com, like me on Facebook, and keep posted, guys. We got a bunch of good stuff coming.